Hello everyone, this is Jansen43 back with another video, and wow, we're already at our third week of playing a different League of Legends champion every single week. First of all, thank you so much for sticking around and seeing how all of this plays out each and every week. In the past 2 weeks, you've seen me play bottom lane with Twitch, you've seen me play top lane with Dr. Mundo, and now you're going to see a whole different lane. I must say the variety so far has been top notch, so let's get over to the wheel. Now, this is kind of anticlimactic since I do put the champion I'm using in the cover art for the video, but I just like to show this part so that you can see I really am choosing completely at random who we use each and every week, and that's why this week Nunu and Willump were selected, and that's a champion I had never really heard of. I'd never really played against, and honestly, I even had to Google what lane they were, so that's just how inexperienced I was with this particular champion. And if you're inexperienced with this channel, just know we have a lot of fun over here. So if you end up enjoying this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel as we keep this series going. It's been fun so far, and I can't wait to continue. And do you know what else that inexperience with this champion means? It means this experiment is working. The first week with Twitch, I had played him before. The second week, Dr. Mundo, I had played against him. And this week, Nunu and Willump, truly I cannot remember playing against them or interacting with them. So this was the perfect test for my third week. And it's a test that I would say could have gone better. But more on that in a minute. We have a format here, people, the abilities. First up, the passive, Call of the Freljord. When I damage an enemy champion, large monsters or structure, nearby champions and myself get attack speed and movement speed boosts. Q, Consume. Willump bites an enemy and does some really good damage as well as healing himself. W, the biggest snowball ever. Honestly, this was a super creative ability that I think is a lot of fun and makes the champion a lot of fun. Willump makes a giant snowball that gets bigger the longer you roll it. It speeds you up and increases the power of the snowball, and it explodes when nearby enemies, and it deals damage and knocks them up for an amount of time based on how long you have the snowball going. E, Snowball Barrage. Nunu quickly throws 3 snowballs that slow a target. He can do this 3 times, and if hit by the snowballs and they stay near Nunu, enemies will be rooted. Finally, R, Absolute Zero. Nunu and Willump create a blizzard for 3 seconds and deal a massive amount of damage once it's done charging up. It can be a really great knockout blow, is what I have found. Alright, those are the abilities. So how well did I use them? Well, it probably could have gone better, but going into a new champion cold, yes, pun intended, is quite the challenge. So first game, we started off with a super strong 0 kills, 9 deaths, and 9 assists. Like I said, rough start. But then I looked up the best path for Nunu and was told red buff, birds, wolves, blue buff, and this was really helpful to keep me efficient in the first clear of the game. However, as someone who doesn't play jungle often, I have some issues that I wanted some help with. One is scaling. I just feel like no matter what, I'm always a level or 2 behind a top laner or a bottom laner. What is the secret? I know I can't waste my time with ganks that I can't win, and once I make that first clear though, how do I maximize my time? Secondly, and this is probably more of a case-by-case basis, but I swear there were many times in this run of games with Nunu and Willump that I would go to gank in a fight that I thought was pretty winnable, only for the person I'm helping to turn and run, therefore causing us, namely me, to lose the battle. Now don't get me wrong, I could be misreading the situation and maybe it's a bad time to fight, but it just seemed like it kept happening over and over. So how do I tell my teammates to stay and fight, or better yet, how do I know it's a fight we can absolutely win? Those are my big juggler questions. Okay, back to gameplay. Honestly, it was rough sledding for a lot of these games, again, pun intended, but after learning the correct route a little bit better and figuring out the snowball, how effective combining the big snowball with the little snowballs to slow everyone from my teammates, it was much better to play this champion. In the final game of the week, I went 7, 8, and 12, so probably too many deaths, as is kind of usual on this channel, but double-digit assists and 7 kills after the first game being so bad, so bad. Like, again, I can't tell you how bad it was. I already told you, and it was very bad. Seeing that improvement was a really nice boost. Plus, I got to jungle, which I never really do. It was fun, but man, jungling is quite challenging. You have to know the best path, when to gank, watch out for the other jungler, not to mention you need to get Baron and dragons and yada yada. It's just a lot, and it's a little overwhelming. But if you don't play and practice, I guess you'll never get the hang of it, and that is why we're doing this series. As always, like I said earlier, if you enjoyed this video and this series, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for all my newest videos. That's it for today. Thank you as always, and I will see you next time.